Taurus, you are breaking a karmic cycle. You're busting through it and you are becoming a new person. You are becoming whole again and your life is getting ready to change. And all of this is happening right now as we move into the month of June. So welcome you guys. Let's take a look at the sun and moon and rising sign of Taurus. Now, wherever Taurus is heavy in your chart is where you want to focus on the most, the challenges, the aspects of your life that you've been challenged with, because there is a big cycle coming through. An energy shift has already been happening, timeline shifts, all of these different planetary alignments. And you may have recently felt it, depending on when this video posts, the new moon is created a huge energy shift where people feel very tired and fatigued, maybe getting headaches, and others are just jumping up and ready to go, because this is pulling back anything that needs to be cleared out, and that's the karmic cycle that I'm talking about. Everything you've been through has really challenged the group of Taurus, especially the ones that I've worked with, who have been in a karmic cycle where things keep happening and it's like it doesn't make sense because you know how to do it. You are grounded, you are so earthly, and all of the materialism of the earth comes to Taurus very freely. And yet a lot of you have been having problems. Some of you are soaring, and I'll get to you in just a minute. Those of you having problems, this is part of the karmic loop that you've been in, where you have been going through the same cycle, getting pulled back. And those others, you've jumped out of this loop, you've broken the cycle. You guys are all getting ready to not only break the cycle, but to grow beyond the cycle. It begins in this month. It begins in the month of your season. You may have felt it as in around mid-May, where things were really kind of right around the Taurus season, where things started feeling more like you again, seeing optimism, feeling hopeful. Now, the journey is not an easy thing to do. It is definitely not, because we have to let go of things and people that we care about that meant so much to us, where people have wind up losing almost everything they have that they thought was important and completely turning their lives around. And it's hard, it's challenging, but yet it's doable. And when you build it from being true to self, that's when you start seeing the results of the things that you want. That doesn't mean you won't be challenged. You will, but you'll know how to overcome it. That's your beautiful background of what I see for Taurus. And now we're going to take a look at your foundation first. We're going to look at family and friends, romance, and I'll give you the final message at the end, where the beautiful ending is the whole message itself. Now, if you're new to my channel, I see it, hear it, feel it, know it. I am a psychic remote viewer. I am specialized in trauma and helping people break their cycle, breaking all of these patterns, seeing the patterns, learning to use their intuition, frequencies and vibrations as a Reiki master, energy healer, and it goes on and on. We don't even want to go into that. The point is I'm bringing all this to you with guidance so that it can help you, and you will see the cards usually follow the messages that I give. So as we're looking at your foundation, I'm seeing this new, I see the visions over here, past, present, future. This hasn't happened yet. Okay. And I see for some of you, this is a new opportunity. It's showing as one coin. Okay. One coin. And we'll see what the tarot, I'll pull a card, but this one coin is an opportunity that is going to be grounded. It is going to be grounded into the new life you're creating. All right. This is this new job, this new investment, this new piece to your foundation, your housing, cars, education, career, nutrition, health, everything about the material plane is in the foundation. It's really important to take a step back when this happens, when this new opportunity comes around. It may come from one or two people. This could be like a job interview. This may be for some of you moving to a new location. No matter whether you are working or not, this new location is going to be very, very fruitful. The reason I see it as being a good fit for you is because the energy vibrations match yours and you are moving into a higher vibration. So if you stay in the energy level that you're at, if you stay in the location where you're at, I am seeing some of it is seniors, maybe moving into a senior community, and some of you are single, okay? Single parent, single person. You're moving out of an environment that no longer matches you. And if you stay in that environment, you're going to repeat the karmic cycle all over again. It'll pull you backwards. And again, no matter what we do, when we go forward, when we see these beautiful lines of this is who I am, this is where I'm supposed to go, this is the right investment, this is something or someone is going to say, wait, what are you doing? No, come back. Come back, Taurus, come back. So you may be tempted to not leave. That's where your intuition is going to really help you to make this decision, because I see that it's going to be very good for most of you. Obviously, this is a general reading, not a personal reading, but this is a really good sign. What is personal is follow your intuition. You got to follow your guide. Some of you have some things to talk about. You may be tempted to speak out of place and it's fearful, or what you used to be told was out of place. This may be some of you moving into a position where you are on a public platform. You're speaking out something that you know is part of your soul person. Soul mission. Remember, you're becoming whole, and as we become whole again after the tear down and the real you comes out, we see things that we may have noticed when we were a child, and it could very well be public speaking, hence me not being able to talk. That's because I'm connected into the entire general reading of Taurus. The energy is somebody's going to be walking on a platform and speaking, and there's hesitation, there's a little bit of apprehension. That's the pullback that I'm talking about. It can be from a person or thing. It doesn't have to be anyone specific. There's a pullback, and sometimes it's our own self, our own mindset. You are meant to talk on a platform, then you get out there and you talk, period. You have to overcome the fear in order to get the success, and most of our Taurus already know that. So some of you I do see stepping into a public speaking forum, a TED talk, a YouTube videos, some type of talking. You're talking and talking. It's not about the age, it's about the words and the wisdom and the guidance that you're giving people to help them in their journey. It may be on a financial investment level for some of you. Let us know if that's you specifically as a public speaker, and if it's you as a financial consultant, getting out there and talking about things to help your own business grow. You have to put yourself out there, and when you do this, you're going to be received really, really well. So overcome the fear and step into the spotlight. That's what I'm seeing for you when it comes to this part. I'm also seeing some of you, I'm hearing the word subdivision. You may be looking at a new house. This is the one I'm seeing is very, very beautiful, very much like a Taurian house that you would want to live in. It's lovely. Pay close attention to the energy of the land, but more importantly, pay attention to the dirt itself. For some of you, if you are not getting the ground checked, if you're not paying close enough attention to what is planning in the future, like in 5 years from now, you have to pay attention to the entire subdivision. It may already be lined up to be removed or replaced by something else. Pay very close attention to the location that the home is on, so that everything is in alignment with you. That's what I'm hearing for a lot of you. Obviously, it's not for every one of you. And when it comes to your nutrition, I see some of you are running. I see little running outfits, and you're running and you're running and you're running, and it's going to be very, very good for you. Where'd that go? Nope. It's going to be very good for you, because it's going to open up and get oxygen in the brain and open up the clear mind that you need. And then all of a sudden you're going to see these downloads come in that's going to completely change your foundation, and you will feel secure in everything that's going on. When it comes to family and friends, some of that pullback is going to be from family and friends. And I feel for some of you, especially if you have an adult child, they can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy if we're looking at the zodiac signs, but not necessarily. This means the person who has a little bit of emotional lack, they aren't quite old enough, they're not quite mature enough, right? There is love, all right? And that's what I'm saying. I feel this typically would be somebody between the age of 16, 17 up to around the age of 25-ish. So this is like a young adult. Now, I feel that they have a connection to something that took place. They may have financially borrowed too much, relied on you too much, or they're coming in for some financial guidance and assistance. There is love there, but I am hearing that boundaries need to be established and maintained with this individual. Not that they hurt you intentionally necessarily, some could, but what I am hearing is that they need help. This person needs help. Um, and I keep hearing help after the teardown. So again, I feel they may have taken something or just hurt you, like maybe disrespected you, hurt you. I feel it's more financial than anything else, and it sabotaged you. For another group of you, there's an energy of a comeback around. Remember, karma's playing out. Karma, what somebody does to somebody else is going to come back to them. So if somebody lied about you and they told everybody you were this horrible person and how bad you were, well, now that's coming on them because you've moved on. You're not involved in it, and you may not even see it, but you will hear about it or know about it down the road. For now, it's about knowing that the karmic cycle is being broken by you, which means, bam, it's going back onto them. There's a beautiful energy with some of you when it comes to feeling alive and independent. It's like this freedom. And you have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a perfect card for you because it is about Pentacles. This is about feeling I've done all the work. I educated myself. I invested my money, reinvested it, and maybe reinvested it again. I put my time and effort into the right thing, into the right people for the right reason. And it is growing your life where you're going to be feeling between now and September, you're going to be feeling like things are finally coming into you. This card represents the 9, the month of September, right? And when I look at it, it definitely, it always reminds me of Taurus. I know, I don't know why, it does. There's another zodiac sign too, but there's something beautiful coming in for you, especially if you've been independent. If you are thinking of going solo, you're going to be okay because you know you're going to be okay. The unspoken knowing that this is going to happen, this very positive energy for those of you who have the knowing. I have the ability to do it. I am strong. I am going to receive what is meant for me. And I could see clearly everything laid out in a plan. You see the vision, you see beyond. And those people are not involved in this anymore. But that's why you're becoming independent and free and strong again, because you've let go of people like that. And it may coincide with the first message of the family and friends, but for a lot of you, this is a separate message. Now, for a third message, I see something very, very positive, but it is a group endeavor. It looks like a trip, a traveling, a plan. There's something where there's a lot of people, and I feel this is your family and friends. You have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is looking at multitude of different options and opportunities. There may be some opportunities by going into this family reunion, into this group birthday party, this celebration. It is a lot of people together, and they are very happy. It doesn't look like there's arguing or anything like that. Multiple opportunities. One, you're going to realign with yourself. This is going to happen as you look at these people and say, do I fit in or do I not? Have I changed? Have they changed? Does everything feel right? That's a great opportunity to have because that's a big test, right? And that's what I feel this is for a lot of you, is a test. Do you want to return? Are they the ones that hurt you? Have you learned your lesson? It's like a big test, right? And it's a horrible test, but it is very important because in order for us to receive, we have to make sure we cut out the people who take it. The people who take that aren't theirs. Remember, you're breaking a karmic cycle. This is ending it. What you put out is what you're going to get back. So it's very positive energy. When it comes to those of you in romantic relationships, I feel somebody's going through a divorce, a separation, where attorneys are there, where there's like the justice system is coming in. We have the relationship card right here. And we also have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So these two cards are saying there's a relationship change. Now, for some of you, you may be changing it by living together and deciding not to get married. It could be that minor. But what I'm being shown in this vision is somebody is in a marriage. The Four of Wands is relationship, usually a harmonic relationship, right? Beautiful new beginning, his, mine, and ours. Two people falling in love, creating the foundation that's going to take them into a long-term journey. But with this Queen of Swords here, somebody went through a lot. And I feel for a lot of you, this is you. You went through a lot in this relationship, and you may have felt like you had to rebuild yourself, knocked down, flipped over, starting from scratch while you're under the same roof. You had to fix yourself in order to see the way out, because we get so lost in these relationships sometimes. And obviously, this isn't for every one of you, but we get in these relationships that are not necessarily our long-term relationship. They may be a growth relationship where you're supposed to date them and not marry them, but we do, and then we're in that relationship for quite a while. And yet we get in this cycle, and breaking the cycle means the Queen of Swords has been lied to, betrayed, stepped on in every possible way. The Queen of Swords is somebody who stands up mighty and in a position of power and strength. They have been through thick and thin and had to stand up from the ground, laying flat on the ground, Ten of Swords, and rebuild their lives into something that is right for them. And now I feel the family is coming in, this partner's coming in, probably using family, like the whole group of them. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to let go. They want you to stay. But this Queen of Swords is saying, after everything I've been through, I will listen to you, but you must speak the truth. You must be real and honest. Accountability is part of it. If you don't, I will take this sword and I will break this relationship. I will break this karmic cycle. And a lot of you are going through it. The Queen of Swords represents an attorney, a legal a representation of the legal system in some way. It may even be even so much deeper than that, but this is about you and your inner power, mentally attuned to the divine. You can hear the messages, you feel it deep inside. So it's a very powerful message. Now, when it comes to your overall last message, there's a lot of you have been challenged. A lot of people have been challenged, and it's still continuing. The challenges are there for a reason, but equally through the challenge of feeling abandoned, left alone, feeling like you had to do this all alone, rejected, unwanted. This is somebody who's been really financially put into a position of no power, of maybe even being homeless. And that's what this represents, somebody who is not able to own their home, own their property, and looking for some alternative. But it's really about that horrible feeling of being a victim over and over again. This is a cycle that so many people, yourself included, now you may have already busted through it and you're doing really well, which is good, because there is a new beautiful beginning. So whether you're going through this and knowing this new beginning with this Ace of Swords is on the way, or whether you've already achieved this, that's done, the karmic cycle's broken. This is the finalization of it. What you put out is what you get back, and you've got this beautiful Ace of Swords. Now, I've spoken about this in your reading already, so it's not the first message of this coming through, not through me and not through the tarot. Taurus, this is a power month for you. This is the beautiful sign that it's time to communicate, to step forward and really be your authentic self. That's what the Swords is about. Age of Aquarius is about that. It's about everything around us becoming torn down if it's false and rebuilt from truth. And that's what's going on. This is where I see Taurus. This is going to be a month that is not going to be forgotten for a lot of you. I look forward to seeing your comments and much love.